This guide is going to show and teach you how I was able to farm Ultimate Ajax. If you are wanting to farm Ultimate Ajax, then you might be able to learn something from my experience with farming him that will hopefully save you time. If you find this guide helpful and want a complete guide on how to farm Ultimate Bunny, then do note that I already have a video up for that one as well, because she was the first Ultimate Descendant that I farmed for. The first item that we're going to talk about is acquiring Ultimate Ajax's enhanced cells. The silicon material is looted from the resources located in Echo Swamp, and the flectorite is looted from the resources located in White Knight Gulch. The balanced plasma battery is acquired by completing these missions on either normal or hard mode. If you run this solo on normal mode, it's quicker to get through the dungeon, and once you get the plasma battery to drop from the elite living artillery enemy, you can simply abort the mission and replay it, instead of wasting time finishing the mission if you are strictly only wanting to farm this item. If you want to be more efficient and plan to also farm Ultimate Glay, then for efficiency purposes, it would be better to do this on hard mode with a group, but I won't be going into too much detail about this because this guide is focusing on Ultimate Ajax. I ended up getting Ultimate Ajax's enhanced cells blueprint without trying. I was trying to get Enzo's blueprint by doing the White Knight Gulch fusion reactor mini boss on normal mode when I wasn't in hard mode yet, and I ended up getting Ajax's enhanced cells before Enzo's material. Now, I don't recommend doing it that way. It's easier to get it by farming the amorphous material 1-1 on hard mode because it has a 10% drop rate for the enhanced cells. You can get the 1-1 pattern from Fortress on hard mode at the Converter Facility Strategic Outpost. I recommend to use Sharon to disable the reactors instead of shooting them because you need to do this stealth without getting caught, or I don't think it's possible to get the drop without her, since it's an ultimate material. Once you farm enough 1-1 materials, you'll be able to use them in the Fortress Fallen Arc Reactor in the Fortress region on hard mode to defeat a mini-boss there. This requires 34 monomer and 11 inorganic shards. I farmed the monomer at the Fortress in Fallen Arc. You can get 12 monomer and 3 inorganic materials here using the best farming character in the game, Bunny, because it's electric. You only need one partner with you because the monsters only spawn in 2 different spots, but feel free to do it either solo or with a full team if you can host one. I farmed for the inorganic materials at White Knight Gulch, the mountaintops. You can farm 13 inorganic and 2 polymer shards here really quickly because there is only 2 spawns pretty close to each other. You can either solo this or host your own group for efficiency. Moving on to acquiring Ultimate Ajax's stabilizer, the ceramic composite is looted from the resources located in White Knight Gulch. The Hellion is looted from the resources in Fortress. I farmed for the Ion Particle in Hagios Broadband Fleet Beacon mission. Despite the game telling you to do it in hard mode, the items still drop in normal mode, and because normal mode is easier than hard mode, that means you can rush through it faster. There are 3 elite enemies located here that have a chance of dropping the particle. And don't forget to switch the map to normal mode to get the materials faster. To farm Ultimate Ajax's stabilizer blueprint, you can farm the amorphous material 112 from Hagios Forward Base Strategic Outpost on hard mode. Once you farm enough 112 materials, you will need to farm 36 inorganic void shards and 9 polymer void shards to fight the mini-boss to use your amorphous material 112. Now, I already covered how to farm the inorganic shards for Ajax's enhanced cells blueprint, so refer to that part of the guide if you forgot that spot. And as for the polymer shards, I farmed them in Vesper's Lost Supply Depot. There is 13 polymer and 2 organic to farm here, and this will go by very fast. The first spawn of enemies are beside each other and the final spawn is in one area. Moving on to Ultimate Ajax Spiral Catalyst. You can get the nano polymers from the resources in Agna Desert, and the shape memory alloy can be looted from the resources in Hagios. The Fusion Plasma Battery has a chance of dropping in Sterile Land, Rockfall Strategic Outpost. This material can take a while to farm because you need 91 of them, and the boss has a chance of dropping a very small amount at a time. Ultimate Ajax's Spiral Catalyst blueprint can be obtained in White Knight, Gulch, Mountaintops, Strategic Outpost. The amorphous material that you are looking for is 098. Once you obtain enough of this material, you can use them at the White Knight Gulch Mountains Fusion Reactor. The reactor will require 31 inorganic shards and 14 polymer shards. I've already covered how to get both of these materials earlier in the guide, so please refer back to that section of the guide if you need more help. I farmed Ultimate Ajax's Cold in the Agna Desert Strategic Outpost. You will first need to get the 088 material found there and use it at the Vermilion Waste reactor once you defeated the boss there. The reactor will require 40 organic shards and 5 inorganic shards to spawn the boss. I farmed the organic shards in Hagios Dune Base. There is only 2 spots that the enemies spawn at here, and while it is fast to do this solo, it will be optimal to host your own organic farm so that you can have 2 people covering both sides. You will get 12 organic and 3 monomer at this farm. Once you've gathered everything, you can now use the shards to spawn the boss, and I actually got lucky enough to record my Ajax code drop to show for the guide. That's all for this guide. I hope you guys learned something, and good luck with the grind.